Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Slack and Armchair Supporter channel. It is Euro 2024. It's actually my first stream of this tournament. It's going to be Denmark versus England for the first game. And this is the second match of Group C. And yeah, England take on Denmark, a repeat of the semi-final of the last Euros. And well, we know how that ended for England, getting beaten against Italy. So I'm just going to go through the lineups with you. And hopefully everything will stay operational. So, for Denmark, the lineup. So it's like a 3-4-3 they're playing. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Vestergaard, Christensen, and Andersen make like a back three. Then Christiansen, Højbjerg, Hulmand, and Merler in the midfield. Then Eriksson just in front of them, and then Højlund and Vind in the front two positions. And then for England, it's not changed from the last game. It's Pickford in goal. Then there's Trippier, Gay, Stones, Walker, Rice, and Trent in the double pivot. Then Foden, Bellingham, Saka, and Kane up top alone. Again, I'm not particularly too happy with that lineup. I don't mind seeing Trent in there, but England just seems so disjointed with so many players out of position. You might just have to take Trent out of there to put them all in their correct position. So we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be a much more difficult test, Denmark, than Serbia was. And well, England did struggle against Serbia. So we'll see how that goes. In fact, I'm just going to have a look at the bench as well. I'll go through the substitutes for England. So there's Don't Menu, Tony Palmer, Eza, Konsa, Gomez, Watkins, Bowen, Wharton, Gordon, Gallagher. Yeah, I think it's going to look very similar to how it did against Serbia. I think it's going to be pretty much the exact same. I think England are going to struggle. And I think it's going to be similar substitutions. I can see Gallagher coming on for Trent on about 60-65 minutes. And yeah, well, I'm hoping England put in a bit of a performance. Kane was absolutely non-existent in the last game against Serbia. The same with Foden. And just, well, great performances all around the pitch in the first 30 minutes or so, 30-40 minutes. And then they just went to sleep. And, well, so did all the fans, I think. So, that's how I think it's going to go. I made a prediction on like a betting thing, like an accumulator betting thing. And my prediction was 3-1 to England. I was very optimistic. I don't think it's going to be 3-1. But yeah, we'll see. And if you guys have any predictions, get them in the chat and let me know. And yeah, if you've got any predictions for the game, like who do you think is going to score or anything, again, get them in the chat, let me know. Also in Group C, Slovenia did draw with Serbia earlier today, 1-1. Who was that? Serbia with a 95th minute equaliser. So the England are still top of the table and can potentially go top. And I think if we do win today, yeah, if England win today, then they top the group. And yeah, qualify and top the group for the next round. So nice and handy. And also, I do have a poll. If you're watching over on YouTube, I do have a poll going. Who do you think is going to win, whether it be Denmark, England, or a draw? Please do get a vote in on that. And let me know what you guys are thinking. So, yeah, and kickoff is about 15 minutes away. And they're just going through some interviews with different players. Saka at the moment. And some goal he scored against Ukraine by the looks of it. Is that in the last tournament? Oh, it's his first goal in the World Cup, actually. Came against Iran. But yeah, guys, let me know what you're thinking of the Euro so far. Who do you think is going to come out on top eventually in what, about 3 weeks' time or so? Um, I think Germany have been the most convincing team, but they haven't really played anybody spectacular. Obviously, they battered Scotland and then they beat Hungary. Was it yesterday? They beat Hungary 2-0. But Hungary, they weren't like out of that game. They were very much in it and fighting for it. I think if Germany come up against a better team, they might come a bit unstuck. But they have so far been the most convincing. So we'll see. It's a bit hard to tell at the moment. And now they're talking about that semi-final against Denmark 4 years ago. And where is this game being played, actually? Jeez, everything is betting on the internet these days. Oh, fuck's sake. Frankfurt. Well, that was difficult to find. Change that. And make sure that Facebook is working as well. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so they're talking about Foden now and about how he's been played outside of his regular position. And then, oh wow, actually tonight we've got a very good game on Spain versus Italy at 8 o'clock in Group B. And both of them won their opening game. Oh, and then Albania drew with Croatia, didn't they, yesterday? Yeah, so guys, if you've got any predictions for this game, let me know what they are. And also, just for the competition in general, whoever you think is going to win, who's going to be lifting the trophy. I do think it'll be France, but not playing the way they did the other day. They're just showing Phil Foden's best bits for City by the looks of it. And yeah, well, he's not playing for City at the moment, though, is he? He's playing for England. He's got a different supply. I mean, you could argue that it's actually better. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne is world class. You know, some of the players City have are amazing, but England do have some really incredible players in midfield. So Phil Foden needs to show his personality, is what they're saying he needs to do. That's what Jude Bellingham does. That's what Foden needs to do. I really don't think Harry Kane should be playing. I felt he was really poor against Serbia, and yeah, apparently Ollie Watkins is the fastest player for England as well. So that could be something. Oh, and that's something interesting actually. Denmark is apparently they have the most players who were also at the previous tournament. So apparently they've got 18 players who were at the last tournament. Some people are saying that's a good thing. Some people are saying that's a bad thing. Denmark, the manager, they had an interview with the manager earlier. He thinks it's a good thing because everybody just knows each other really well. They get on really well with each other. So that's the manager's thinking behind it. Of course, you know, they're extremely used to each other and how each other play now. So that's something for them. A lot of people think that the manager is just too loyal to some of his players. I mean, it's a bit like Gareth Southgate with England. I mean, we were all fully expecting Harry Maguire, Grealish, the likes of them to be going, but they didn't ultimately. But yeah, I think this is really going to be a test for England today. I don't think, you know, this is a completely different kettle of fish to Serbia, and we were poor against Serbia. I'm just hoping England can step up and be, you know, take that level, take that, get into that next gear, go up a level, when we need to sort of match the opponent because that performance against Serbia was terrible. Considering they're supposed to be favourites for the tournament, I don't know favourites for what. So, and yeah, it's 7 minutes or so until kickoff. The teams are in the tunnel now. I suppose it's not like club football; they've got to play the national anthems, haven't they, before the game? So they'll probably come out a bit earlier than usual. They've got this little celebration thing going on with the logos and that, waving the flags in the middle of the pitch. There's far more pleasantries before international games, isn't there? Well, it's good actually. Gary Lineker going on about that they haven't spoke about Jude Bellingham yet. It's quite nice actually. Hear about some other players. That's all we hear about is Bellingham at the moment. And yeah, Harry Kane shaking hands with all the kids, all the mascots, and with Kasper Schmeichel, and they're about to walk out, I think. And yeah, here they come. So, kickoff won't be much longer. So yeah, it's being played in Frankfurt, this game. I did not know that. And I forgot to change all that information in the video tag. But that's done now. Yeah, that's better. It's good to see the England players actually singing the national anthem. It was, I mean, for years they just never seemed to do that. And that was always like a thing where they actually passionate enough to put the England shirt on and perform in these competitions. I mean, well, not really, but it's good to see at least a little bit of passion from them. And when you see the likes of the Italian players and the Italian players, I think, and the Spanish players. No, one of them doesn't have any lyrics to one of their national anthems. I can't remember. I think it's the Italians that are really passionate when they sing their national anthem. Even the Danish players really passionate, getting into it. Right, that's the anthem's over with. This is going to be. I get a feeling this is going to be an intense game. I think that semi final, I think Denmark actually went ahead and England won 2-1 in the end. I know it was a last minute penalty anyway for England. I just don't remember if Denmark went ahead first, but I'm pretty sure they did. Okay, sorry, it's actually a 3-4-1-2 that Denmark are playing. I did say a 3-4-3, but pretty much the same thing. Spanish and Portuguese match officials. And one who, I don't know. There was, what, 4 names with the country beside it. Even the VAR had its country, but it was one name with nothing. So, and yeah, England in that 4-2-3-1. Kane up top alone. I just don't know. Right. Yeah, we're going to be kicking off very, very soon. Just get this timer ready. So they're actually changing sides. It looks like there's going to be a minute silence or something here. Oh, here, yeah. Gerhard Algner. Gerhard Agner. Just died. Oh, it's a minute of applause. Or just a few seconds of applause. I thought it was going to be like 30 seconds or a minute. It was like 10 seconds. And just to let you know, he was a former UEFA secretary. Right, yeah, we're about to get underway. It looks like Saka's going to get us underway here. And there we go. So, underway. England on the front foot straight away. Big ball forward. Denmark deal with it. Come down the other end. I think this is Hoyland, is it? On the left-hand side. Oh, Denmark working it very well. Get a shot off. Højbjerg, I think, with the shot there. Little 1-2 of Eriksson. Straight down the throat of Pickford, though. And is that... No, it's right. I thought that was... It looked like Foden from here. I was like, I don't want to be seeing Foden that far back. England do well to win it back. Oh, Trent just pass it straight back to them. Looking for Saka. Oh, but Denmark could just pass it straight back to us. Now Kane does get it out to Saka. Saka's got a bit of space down this right wing. It's taken off him by Højbjerg for a England throw. Walker now. Right, Trent now, middle of the park. Rice. Out to Walker. Walker's got a lot of space here. Gets up to Saka. Now Walker down to the touchline. Cross is dealt with. It was a weak cross. Walker seems to have hurt himself a bit, has he? No. England take the throw in anyway. It's now with Saka on the right wing. Trent and Walker working on this right. Rice. Oh, Rice has given a sloppy ball back to Trent. Trent keeps it in, gets it back to Pickford. Pickford now with a big ball out looking for Foden on the left wing. Foden doesn't win the header. Kane does get the second header though. Bellingham's dropped deep to just have a touch of the ball. There we go, Trippier now coming down the left. It's really strange seeing Trippier at left back. Really strange. Yeah, he now. Ball out to Walker. He's running backwards. He can't quite reach it. Throw into Denmark. Foden with the press on this right hand side. Denmark make it work out to the right now. So cross comes in from Denmark, headed away by Gehi. England are just stepping off Denmark a bit here. They've got a bit of space to be working it around. England sitting deep. So they've worked our way to the left. It's Ericsson here. We'll try to thread a ball through, but it's cut out by Rice. And now it's Walker. Walker goes up to Saka. And Saka's forced back again to Stones. So guys, if you're watching, don't forget get your predictions in for the score, how you think this game is going to go. Ball forward by Walker, and it's just straight to a Denmark player again. That's the second or third time already this match. We're only 5 minutes in. So Stones now in possession. Plays it forward to Walker to run onto. Walker cuts back. See, Trent now. Bellingham with a run. Trent didn't want to try the ball. He's tried the ball now for Saka. It's too much. Goes straight through to Schmeichel in a Denmark goal. Right, so Denmark coming away now. bit of pressure from England, but still in possession. Now England is sitting off a bit. Yeah, Denmark just knocking about around the back, just looking for England to come onto them, but England are quite happy just sitting in nice and tight. Here we go, ball out to the right wing here. Your man gets onto it. Oh, and then Trippier looked like he fell over there. Gets a free kick anyway. He's coming to try and tackle. Oh, he does actually. Trippier does get the ball. And then the Denmark player barely touches him. But it's an England free kick. Just inside the penalty area. And Walker's just thrown himself on the floor here. He didn't look comfortable with that first run he done down the right wing. At the end of it, he just didn't seem very comfortable. Oh, yeah, that looked painful. As he's gone to cross the ball, his stand and foot has rolled over. His left ankle, he's rolled over on his left ankle. That was that time he did get down the right hand side and put a cross in. He's off on the sideline anyway. Changing his shoes. He's changing his boots. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. They're on about different studs. I don't think that they can have different studs anymore. Um, I don't know. Maybe a bit of extra support on his ankle, but it looks like he's going to be coming back on anyway. He's just changing his boots. But yeah, just as he's planted his left foot to cross with his left foot has rolled over on his ankle. He didn't. He just looked a bit uncomfortable. He didn't look like he was in a lot of pain, but then he's put himself down anyway. England do well to intercept the pass through there. But it's back now with Stones. Oh, come on. This needs to be going forward to Saka more. Like, what are you fucking about at? Crossfield ball there to Foden. Foden wins the header. He just does lucky to get it back there. The Denmark player heads it straight back to him. Trent back to Gehi. Rice now. Yeah, Walker's back on the pitch. He's just passed it to Saka here. Saka on the right wing. Bellingham was fouled there by the looks of it, but the referee says nothing. And it looked like the Danish player stood on his foot just as he went to pass the ball. No, there's nothing in that. That's a fair challenge. I think it's Højbjerg. He's actually won the ball. Bellingham was just throwing himself over. Referee was spot on. Oh, it's big ball over the top to Hoyland there. And Gehi. Oh, it's offside anyway. Gehi does well to win it back. Get it to Trippier. Just a big ball over the top. Ooh, you know, it's a tight one. Very tight. Alan Shearer's like, oh, yeah, it's definitely offside. It's It's a tight one. Trent now. There's the ball that you want. Out to Foden. No, sorry, Trippier on the left. Trippier now into Bellingham. Bellingham chests it down in the penalty area. Trippier now. Left wing. Back to Bellingham. Foden. Back to Gehi. Back to Stones. Stones is going to ping it out to Walker on the right. Into Saka. Back to Walker. England applying a bit of pressure here. Denmark just very uniform in defence. Rice now out to Walker. Walker's got a bit of time. His touch is poor. He gets it into Foden. Foden does well. Foden's still going. Foden's shot is wide. Wide and over. Alright, so Denmark with a throw on the right hand side here, on the halfway line. No, Gay. England win it back. Gay to Stones. Stones forward to Saka. Trent now. Trent pings it back out to the right wing for Saka to run onto. That's a good ball. Oh, Saka's pushed in the back there. It's not been given. Saka was literally pushed out of play there. Well, if that's the sort of game, you're going to have to step up. If they're going to be playing a bit physical, you're going to have to man up a bit and give it back. Instead of letting them walk all over you. All you can hear is Denmark's supporters in the stands. You can't hear England fans at all. Saka. Oh. It's a nice little 1-2 with Walker. Walker just couldn't quite get to the return, but it's because it was deflected. England have a throw. Alright. Yeah, back in England's defence with Stones now. Trent. Foden looking to make a run. Trent didn't quite get the ball that time. It didn't beat the last defender. So Denmark now in possession, knocking it about around their back three. Trying to draw England out. And there's the press from Bellingham and Saka. Bellingham chasing it all the way back to Kasper Schmeichel. And is it Rice getting in there? Go on. There's Rice winning the ball back. It's going to be fouled, is he? It's Kane now. Kane's going to shoot. Blocked. Now Foden on the left. Back to Gehi. Declan Rice. You can see that there. It was good pressure from England. They waited for the mistake and Rice managed to get in there and win the ball. So now England again in the back with Stones. So Walker forward to Saka now. Bellingham tries to return it. Walker might actually get this. Walker does get this. The defender didn't see that one coming. Walker's into the box. Oh, there it is with Kane. It's 1-0. Harry Kane opens the scoring 1-0. It couldn't have been any bloody easier. He's passed it into an empty net. England get very lucky there with a few bit of poor defending. Christensen is too busy watching Saka run this way. He hasn't seen Walker come around the outside. He's too busy watching Saka. Walker picks it up, walks it into the penalty area. His cutback is deflected into the path of Kane, and Kane just has to pass it into the bottom left-hand corner. And it's 1-0 to England. He's too busy watching Saka, and he's calmed. He's slowed down. Walker's just sped up. Oh, a few lucky deflections on the cross from Walker. The cross, he's gone like for the near post. It's hit two Denmark defenders. I wonder, has he gotten a shout? Christensen there. Nobody's given him a shout. Yeah, hits two Denmark players into the path of Harry Kane. Simple pass. Bottom left-hand corner. Kasper Schmeichel hasn't got a chance. But yeah, little double deflection off of the Denmark defenders. It goes bang, bang into Kane. Alan Shearer, is there a dilemma about Harry Kane? There is a dilemma about Harry Kane. I mean, that's a tap-in. If he doesn't score that, he should be scoring that. You know, he was absolutely missing in the last game. So Denmark with the ball on the left wing here. Back out to the left wing. Christensen with that cross, and this is just... There we go. England clear it all the way back to Schmeichel. Right, Denmark worked it well here to the right wing. Up against Trippier. Back inside. Bellingham's going to close down. Foden as well. Work it out. Mailer on the right. He's trying to dribble around the whole team there. Oh, Rice tries to clear it. It's deflected nicely into the box for Denmark, but Trippier clears it. There was an offside in there anyway. Yeah, Declan Rice is 50-50. They both fly in at it. Declan Rice and Højbjerg just launch into each other. So Denmark with everything to play for now. Here we go, out to the right wing. Cross is blocked by Trippier. So throw into Denmark. Oh, throw is cut out by Bellingham. Oh, Bellingham's turned into danger there. What was he doing there? The cross is then blocked. That was Ericsson. It's a nice through ball back to Ericsson. Ericsson with a little turn. He's into the penalty area. He goes for the shot. It's blocked. And England just can't get it away. And poor cross by Denmark. It's deflected off of England. An England player, though. Goes out for a throw on this left-hand side now. So now Denmark still in possession. This is it again. England just sitting off, trying to just absorb the pressure. They've got that lead. It's exactly what happened in the last game. They might work it well out to the right-hand side here. Big cross in from deep. And I'm not sure who that was. They get the header on. It falls nicely to Pickford, though. They were put off enough by Stones. So now there's Rice. Rice with a big ball forward here. Is this Trent onto this? No, Bellingham. Bellingham running onto it. Far too much on it anyway. Denmark regain possession. They're coming away down the right-hand side now. All right. Oh, it's just nearly pickpocketed there by Foden. Just it fell for another Denmark player. Oh, they've worked it well here. Ericsson. Cross from Trippier. There's somebody else coming running through. Trent gets it away. Saka now. Saka, you need to be getting it out to somebody. It's Walker now. Trent again. Trent into Saka. Saka does well. He's been taken out there. Yellow card. Vestergaard with the yellow. It was a nice touch by Saka. He gets in there, takes it away, and yeah, Vestergaard's just gone in and taken him out. So this is, I don't know. I thought England would have tried to get a ball into the box here, but doesn't look like it because nobody's going forward. Don't know who's it. Trent putting it down probably. I think Trippier's actually over this free kick. There's the ball into Gehi. Gets over the top to Gehi. He tries to cut it back across towards Kane, but it's into the side net and he can't get enough on it. Jesus, Alan Shearer. The loss of Harry Maguire. It's not like he's injured. He weren't chosen. He weren't chosen because there's better options. Might be running into the box. Need to be careful because he'll throw himself on the floor. Oh, and Eriksen's got to that before the goalkeeper. And here are Denmark. Boylan with a back heel. Tried to sneak it into the goal. Not enough on it. Pickford collects. But Højbjerg keeps going and gets to the touchline. And gets his ball in. And then Eriksen gets there ahead of Pickford. And again, it's Trent actually with the defending. Gets it. Takes it out of Højlund's feet. Gets it to Pickford. Saka on the right now. Goes back to Walker. And back to Pickford. Pickford forward. To Foden, Trippier. Gehi now tries to get this out towards Walker. Walker does well, gets that round Eriksen. That's brilliant by Walker. Now Stones, Pickford. England is just knocking it about round the back. Doesn't look comfortable. Kane manages to get that to Bellingham. Bellingham loses it though, and he's thrown himself in there. It's a bit rash. And now Denmark are out on the right-hand side. Into the penalty area on this right. Cross comes in. Pickford punches it. Walker does well to keep that in. Gets it out to Saka now. Go on, England can get something here, can they? Saka using his speed down this right wing. And he's blocked by Christensen, but that's not going to be anything because he's just sort of ran into him. So Denmark play it nicely through. They're out onto the right wing here. They've had to go back, but there's a nice through ball here. It's going to be 1-1, is it? No. Who was that with the shot? Wind. It's a nice little ball through, and Gehi manages to put him off. I actually don't think Gehi gets a touch, does he? No, he does, apparently. It didn't actually look like that. Must have taken a very slight deflection. But it's a corner to Denmark on the right-hand side. It's going to be an outswinger by the looks of it. Yeah, it is. No, referee's blowing the whistle for some tussling. Walker and Christensen. The referee's like, I have two eyes. I can see the bullshit that you two are trying to pull. So, take two on the corner. Christensen and Walker going to get into trouble. Cross comes in. Header. And the referee blows whistle for a free kick to England against Vestergaard. I don't know what for. I don't know why Vestergaard's so upset. His header was well over the bar as well. Like, it's not like anything has changed. It would have been a goal kick. Now England just have a free kick in the penalty area. So Gehi now trying to come out. His touch was too heavy there. Been absolutely clattered by wind, is it? That's a free kick to England, apparently. This fucking pitch. What is this pitch? This pitch is falling apart. So Denmark again. Long shot. Oh, it's in. What a goal that is by Denmark. Hulmand. What a strike that is. What a strike. He's about 30, 35 yards out. He just hits one. It's curling away from the centre of the goal and clips the inside of the post as it goes in. Pickford hasn't got a chance. What a shot. What a shot. Denmark are back in the game. This is what happens when England sit off. And look, there's just... It's about 30 yards out. I think it... Does it take a little deflection on the way through? Yeah, and there we go. England again conceding goals from far out. Declan Rice gives away a free kick as well. So Denmark back in possession here when this free kick's taken. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but England, anytime I watch them, they always seem to concede goals from outside the penalty area. Anytime there's like an international tournament, it bugs me. So England will throw on the left-hand side here. Trippier's going to take it, go straight up the line. Harry Kane does well to get a touch on that. Saka gets it back to him. Harry Kane's just surrounded by three players, and he just seems slow. So there's a second vote in the poll. So it's now 50-50 between England and Denmark as to who will win. Oh, Denmark aren't going to be happy with that. He tried to play the advantage as well, but it just didn't go to a Denmark player until afterwards, after he'd already blown the whistle. So Denmark are now on the left wing. Now going back. Of course, it's the case. England just not applying the pressure when they're a goal up. You just sit back. It's exactly what happened in the final last time out. And that's exactly what we're doing. It's a 4-2-4 right now in defence for England. And Denmark, they've got players who can just thread the ball through the eye of a needle. See, there's another one. And there's a shot. And it's blocked. It's gone for a corner to Denmark. Again, on that left hand, on their right hand side. So cross comes in from the corner. It's headed back across goal. It's onto the roof of the net. Goal kick to England. Right, England come forward. Again, Kane tries to head it on to Saka. There's just nothing there. There's just nothing for England. It's just so much nothing. So here is Trent in possession. Foden now. Foden does well to dribble through. Foden with the shot. It's tame. It's straight at Kasper Schmeichel. Fuck's sake. So Stone's on the ball now. Rice. Now Walker. It's just so fucking boring to watch. Here's Walker now, running down the right. Plays it to Saka. Saka goes back to Foden's now out on the right hand side. Foden's now just sort of going everywhere, wherever he fancies. Wherever he can dictate a bit of play, which is what we need him to do. Foden, he's in a little pocket of space there. Bellingham now. And now Trippier on the left. Out to Foden, fell down. Gets it back to Trippier. Trippier with a cross into Kane. Kane. Rice wins it back. Trent out to Trippier again. Bellingham. Walker to Foden. Trippier to Foden. Foden with the cross looking for Saka. But it's gone behind for a goal kick. England with a little bit of positivity there for a few seconds. but it's just so boring to watch. It was 28 meters out, that goal was, and it hit a top speed of 114 kilometers an hour. England doing well, just to lose it. Doing well just to lose it. Yeah, give it away. Denmark now, working it down the right. Cross comes in. Hoyland attacks it. Gehi is absolutely ploughed down. And Kane tries to run out of defence with it. Gives it straight back to Denmark. Kane really just doesn't have legs anymore. So Ericsson with a big ball over the top for Hoyland. He chests it down well into the penalty area. There's another long shot. Same guy, was it? No, it's Højbjerg this time. Pickford claims that one. It's on target though. It was dipping. I think it was gonna go in, but it's straight at Pickford. Oh, and there's Stones just pass it to a Danish player. Hoyland on the left. Cross comes in. Declan Rice picks that up. Oh, and then he's lost it inside the penalty area. Manages to get it out to Trippier. He's claiming a free kick, but he's shouting for a free kick. And there's a ball out to Bellingham and fucking shit is what this is. Gareth Southgate has a lot of sorting out to do. Gareth Southgate couldn't sort out what he wanted for fucking breakfast. I mean, everything is just wrong about this. Right, Kane now. Down the right hand side. He's going to have to go back to Trent. Trent now on the ball. Trent with an early cross. It's blocked. Trent back up, wins the header, gets it to Saka. Saka. Kane just keeps it in. Walker now. Rice. Oh, that reminds me. I'll stop this clock for now. Trent again now. Trent with a cross in. It's over everybody, but it's picked up by Trippier on the far side. Back to Gehi. Why is he there? Rice. Rice with a ball across the... It's going to be half time. There was only 1 minute added on at the end of that half. And that's going to see that finish. This has been absolutely dreadful from England. So actually, it's very similar to what I said was going to happen. England are going to do the exact same as what they did against Serbia. They're going to play, get a goal, and then just sit back and do fuck all. The only thing is they're playing against a better team who will get goals. And that's exactly what Denmark done. An absolute wonderful strike. This change is needed. I wouldn't be surprised if Trent comes off. Trent has been sort of meh. But then again, a lot of players have been meh, really. Bellingham has been meh. Kane just hasn't got any fucking legs. He needs some new legs. I was calling for him to be substituted in the last game, but it just won't happen. Um, yeah, Foden was a bit crap, but sort of grew into the game. He sort of started venturing a bit, sort of, go into the ball, give it to me, for the last sort of 5-10 minutes there, which was a bit more promising. But overall, England is just terrible. Gehi doesn't look comfortable in centre in defence at all. Stones, Rice with poor passes, just adding to England's woes. Really, this is just poor football. Really boring as well. But that's half time anyway, guys. I am going to go on a little break. I'm going to go fill my water bottle up. And yeah, I'll be back to talk even more about this nonsense. See you in a few. Right, guys, I'm back. Build up my water. Ready to go for this second half. Second half will be starting in a couple of minutes or so. The poll has swung in the opposite direction. Now 67% favouring Denmark for the win. Of course, I'd have to agree with you. England just aren't looking like anything. And I can imagine that there's no substitutions made at half time. I would love to see Watkins on. Apparently, he's the fastest player in the England squad at the moment. So, and I just feel Harry Kane just hasn't got the legs. I just think bring on Watkins. Why take him and not play him? I don't know. So yeah, this result really opens up the group. England to play Slovenia next as well. Yeah, we could still progress if we draw today, but I'd rather just win it and top the group, guarantee the next round. So then you can try something different against Slovenia then. I love how Gary Lineker's asking like Micah Richards and Rio Ferdinand questions. You know, like why is Kane doing this? Why is Kane doing that? As though Gary Lineker hasn't played football in his life. There's also Thomas Frank as well here on the panel, the Brentford manager. It doesn't look like there's any changes. Kane is still there. He's the captain, isn't he? So he's not going to drop him. Stones, Trippier, Gehi, Pickford, Walker, Rice, Trent, Saka. There's Bellingham last, I think. Somebody else. The other player, obviously. So, yeah, it doesn't look like there's Foden, the other player, of course. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be any changes for England. And they are now coming back out onto the pitch. I hope Southgate's given them a proper bollocking at half time because they're making the same mistake as they did in the last tournament in the last Euros. Go ahead, fuck about, find out. You know, we lost the final to Italy for that exact reason. Scored the goal and then just sat back, and that's exactly what we done against Serbia. Luckily enough, Serbia couldn't get a goal, and we've done the same now. Denmark being a better team, obviously got the goal. So we could end up losing this game, but hopefully, hopefully, he's had a stern talking with them. So Denmark will get us underway in this half. And we're underway. So big ball over the top. Hoyland picks it up. He's offside though. Flag goes straight up. I weren't paying too much attention, but he didn't look like he was offside. Alright. Rice takes that, gives it to Stones. England, they're literally just walking around the pitch like this. It's just no urgency about it at all. Like literally walking. He's walking now up to Saka. Can't keep that in play. Denmark throw. So the second half starts with poor passing as well. Stones with clearance. Denmark deal with it though. England taking a while to push out. And here we are now, down the right-hand side with Denmark. They've worked it well here. Cross comes in. Højlund's put his foot on it in the box. Cut back. They're fighting for it. Trippier gets it up in the air. Pickford comes and claims it. They're shouting for a... They're shouting for a back pass, but Trippier definitely didn't mean that pass. And who's that? Is that Trent trying to come out of midfield, out of defence? It is as well. He's lucky he got that free kick. It's blocked by Højbjerg, but he has played it round Højbjerg. Bellingham to Rice. Rice now. Started running forward. Here's Bellingham again. Back to Rice. Rice is snapped that. Hacked down. Here's Eriksen now for Denmark. So, Denmark in possession. And England sitting back again. All the England players are in their own half. Gay does well to win that there. Kane now out to Saka. There you go. That's more like it from England. A bit of fucking urgency. Come on. Saka plays it to Walker. Walker back to Kane. Saka into Kane again. Trying to just work up this right wing. And we end up going back to Walker. And Rice and Gehi. No, sorry. Stones then Gehi. Rice now. Foden. And we're going to end up seeing all of that again. So Foden back to Rice. Across. So Walker and then back to Trent now. Rice. Back to Trent. Trent fucking panicked there. Pinged at a Danish player. There's just no fucking cohesion in this team at all. Like, they just don't gel. It's just shocking. So it's now back with Schmeichel. He moves it forward. Trent's going to win that, is he? Is it? No, it's Walker. Bellingham does well there to win that. Turns well as well. He's taken down. Denmark come away with it. There's just no urgency. Like, Saka, why are you not closing that down quicker? Just little jog out. Like, it's... So, Denmark now into the England half. Now they go back. Like, it's just so slow to watch. Like, there's just no running in the team. Højlund does well to knock that down to Eriksen, but Gehi is back there with the clearance. Rice wins the head. Bellingham now onto Trent. Trent gets the ball to his feet. Now he's driving at the fucking defence. Run, Trent, run. Oh, he played it in front of Kane, behind Foden. Fuck's sake. And then Foden's gone backwards. Why aren't you trying to turn and have a go at the defender? So Saka on the right wing now into the penalty area. Cross comes in. It's Foden at the far post, and it's cleared by Denmark because he's tried to take it down, do too much with it. It's Trippier now. Trippier with a nice ball in. Bellingham. Bellingham was in the penalty area here. And then Trippier out to Rice. Rice is going to shoot, is he? Rice does shoot. Oh, it's deflected. But it falls nicely for Schmeichel. I think it must have been going wide, was it? Oh, it took two little touches. One off of Højlund and then one off of Foden, I think. And it just takes the sting out of it. Falls nicely for Schmeichel. And Denmark back in possession. So ball tried to get it through to Højlund, but it's just not in the right direction. Pickford collects. And England are looking to work it out now. Yeah, England are literally just walking around the pitch. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Trippier now, Trent. Trent with a nice ball, looking ball towards Saka. Saka doesn't quite bring it down. He managed it. He couldn't bring it down, but then he gets the header on goal. Goes into the side net, and Kasper Schmeichel came out. And Saka tries to loop it over him with the header. You can see what he's trying to do, but just couldn't do it. He's tried to touch it and missed it, but then that's not a bad old chance, you know. He's missed the first touch because he's overestimated it or underestimated it. But then carried on anyway, managed to get the header, and he's nearly made something out of absolutely nothing there. But again, we need to be finishing chances. Need to be more clinical. I think if Saka controls that first time, it's far more dangerous. And it looks like Conor Gallagher is coming on. Denmark with the ball now. Højlund is offside there, definitely. And yeah, it's given. So yeah, Conor Gallagher is going to be coming on now. I assume that's going to be for Trent. It is Trent, yeah. And that is the exact same as what happened against Serbia. And that's exactly what I said would happen before kickoff, is that Trent will come off around the same time for the same substitution. Southgate just can't do anything different. But Trent hasn't been spectacular today. But Conor Gallagher's a bit more troublesome for defenders. He gets forward a bit more. He's a bit more a bit more like a dog, you know. He just hound the opposition. Hopefully inject a bit of fucking energy and pace into this team because they're so slow. Here we go though. Who's this? Bellingham out to Foden again. The ball behind Foden. Foden on to Bellingham again. Bellingham with the cross, and it's out for a throw. Denmark, yeah, just no messing about there. If in doubt, fuck it out. That's exactly what that was. So we're up to 75% for Denmark to win this game. So Trippier, left-hand side with a throw-in. Goes back to Gehi. Now Stones, now Walker. Saka on the right. Yeah. Here's Saka now. Finally having a go at that defender. Oh, into Rice, nicely. Oh, he's off the post! No, it was Foden, sorry, not Rice. Foden picks up the ball, hits a low drive, hits the bottom of the right-hand post. And then it comes out to Saka, and Saka can't quite finish it. I think I haven't seen what happened there with Saka at the end, but there's a talking to between Kane, Højbjerg, and the referee. So I'm assuming there was someone. I think Saka thought it should have been a corner, or that he was challenged or something. But it's a goal kick, and he didn't get anything. So I'm not sure, but they've all had a bit of a talking to anyway. So there's a change there, a double change for Denmark. Damsgaard came on. And Bar came on as well. Denmark might get so you. I fully agree with you, mate, Ethan. I think that they quite possibly could do it. England for the last 5 minutes, though, since the Conor Gallagher substitution, I will say they've been a bit more energetic. But to me, it was looking like Denmark would win it. And, you know, if England go to sleep again, they've literally just been walking around the pitch. So it's quite possible. If I was a betting man, I'd put my money on Denmark because I could just see him sneaking something. England, they seem to need too much to get a clear-cut chance, where Denmark can, you know, I think they're going to be more clinical. And here is Damsgaard on the right. There's the cross into Højlund. Højlund chests it for Eriksson. That's a good interception there by Gallagher. Eriksson's just going to bury that. That's a great block. Well, what's your thoughts anyway? Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you got a score prediction? There's the throw in. Saka with the clearance. Kane with the press. Oh, well done, finally. Now Kane looks to release Saka. He has released Saka on this right-hand side. That was a good ball. Saka's took on one. Taker on the other. There's the shot, and it's well wide. Kasper Schmeichel seen that. Anna, 2-1 Denmark. Yeah. I very much see that happening as well. Unless you mean it's actually 2-1 Denmark right now. Because I know I'm watching it a little bit behind. Sometimes that happens when I'm streaming. People get in the chat and tell me the score before it's actually happened. I hope not, though. I hope that's just a prediction. But yeah, if I was a betting man, I'd probably go Denmark 2-1. But it's such an open game, it could go anyway. Foden pings it out towards Saka. That was a nice ball, actually. Saka takes it down and he gets round the defender, actually. He's into the penalty area, cuts it back to the Christensen, and then the clearance. Gonna bet on the underdog, yeah. Oh, Walker's just passed it straight to Højbjerg, I think it was, and then decides to just rattle him. So it's a free kick to Denmark. This is in quite a dangerous position. A chance to get a ball into the box here, right on the left-hand touchline, about 40 yards maybe 30 yards away from goal. So it's a chance to get the ball into the box. Christian Eriksen is over it. So cross comes in. It doesn't get past the wall. Clatters Saka in the face. That does. So now Kasper Schmeichel picks it up. He's gonna pings it forward. It doesn't go very far. That wasn't very accurate. Oh, but then Gallagher gives it straight back to Denmark, and then gives away a free kick and gets booked. See, that's what Gallagher does as well. He's a bit feisty. Yeah, he's not got to the ball and he's caught Christensen late. Sort of stood on his ankle. So, deserved yellow card. Oh, we finally got a vote in for a draw as well on the poll. So 17% for a draw. Still, what, 28 minutes left of this game. And Denmark in possession, right hand side here with Damsgaard. Højbjerg now. Eriksen. They're just knocking it about around the England players. And there's just no urgency from the England players. So Denmark, ball over the top, looked like a handball, but nothing given. Out to the right hand side, lifted in. And I think it'll end 2-1. But I don't want to say what team because it really could be any team. Obviously, I want England to win, but there's Eriksen with a shot. It's over the top. Just outside the penalty area. Not 20 yards out. Quite high and over. Yeah, I'd say 2-1, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't like to say which team because it could be 2-1 to either of them. It's been that sort of game. Like the thing is, I know both teams can play better as well. England can definitely play better. It's just so slow getting around the pitch. There seems to be a bit of urgency creeping into the side, but for a long time there, they were just wandering around the pitch, and now they're finding a bit of space. There's Kane holding up the ball well. Back to Rice. Now it's out to Walker here. He's going to go for a little run down the right into Bellingham. Bellingham round the defender. Falls over. I'm just glad we're not far behind. No, not at all. I mean, if this stays like this, like the group is very. Here's Saka though into the penalty area. Cross is deep, and it's over. Everybody it goes out for a Danish goal kick. If this game stays like this, the group is like really wide open. Like any team could. Is it any team? Yeah, any team could qualify because it'd be England on 4, Denmark, and Slovenia on 2. Yeah, any team could still go through on the final in the final group game, so it's well open. And Ethan, you're still going to go bet on Denmark? Yeah, do man. I did a little like a free accumulator thing, and I had England to win 3-1, but I think that was just a bit optimistic. Oh, and there's Rice just kicked it straight out for a Denmark corner, right hand side as they're attacking. So it's going to be a an outswinger from Christian Eriksen, I reckon. Oh, there's going to be a substitution as well by the looks of it. And who is this? I can't read his shirt. Yuri? Paulson? That's not what his shirt said, was it? Paulson's coming on anyway, and Rasmus Hoyland is going off. And if that's what his shirt said, I need to get some glasses because I did not read Poulsen on his shirt. So, corner for Denmark. See, this is the sort of chances where Denmark could win it because they are getting them. So, Eriksson, ball comes in. It's over, everybody. It's not quite out the other side. There's a long shot from outside the penalty area. Pickford deals with it. It was Damsgaard with the shot, was it? Yeah. So, Anna, are you from Denmark or you just want Denmark to win? The same with you, Ethan. Whereabouts are you guys from? Let me know. So, Danish player down there looks like he was challenged, but play continues. It's now out to the left wing, and they can't keep it in down that left hand side. You're from Denmark, okay? Højbjerg. No, there's nothing in that really. And then the Damsgaard shot. It's on target, but again, it's easy for Pickford. And here we go. Changes for England. Watkins, finally, we're going to see him. It's a triple change. Bowen for Foden. I'm Danish, and you live in Denmark as well. I'm English, and I live in Ireland. So Bowen on for Foden. And then Eza is coming on. Kane, Saka, and Foden are coming off. Let's put it that way. Eza, Bowen, and Watkins are coming on. And I'm glad we're finally going to get to see a bit of Watkins. So, Southgate obviously sick and tired of the front three. So he's changing them. Right, Eza takes the ball down. Pulled down there. Free kick to England, just inside the Danish half. You have a black screen here. You shouldn't do. And can you still hear me, or is it just, or is it the audio gone as well? Walker on the right gets it to Bowen. So throw into England, right hand side. Quickly taken to Gallagher. Gallagher forward to Walker on the right wing. Eza on this left hand side. Now Bellingham, what a ball through that is. Watkins. I think all Danes watch football since our channel is down. Oh, right, okay. You mean like your TV channel is down? Yeah, probably. That wouldn't surprise me. That sort of stuff happens. And here we go. Corner to England. Cross comes in. It's now found Trippier on the edge of the box. Gallagher. Eza. Oh, it doesn't make Eza. Oh, and now Ericsson is through. They're going home. They're going home. England's going home. I doubt England are going home. Not yet, anyway. So, Dick Shet, whereabouts are you watching me from in the world? But yeah, even if England lose this game, they won't be going home. But I agree, they could be better. They really could be better. There's a shot. Pickford with the gloves. Yeah, really bad timing. Mailer now with a yellow card as well. Yeah, very bad timing. So yeah, Bowen tries to get in, and he's just taken out by Mailer, and it's a yellow card. So Pickford now launches it forward, and it's yeah. Of course, Anna agrees. She's Danish. She wants England to lose. And it's a corner to England, right hand side. There's about 17 minutes left of this game, plus whatever stoppages. A little bit of tussling going on in the box. Cross comes in, headed away, doesn't get past the first man. Eza will take this throw, and will it now? Ball launches forward, Bowen on the right wing. Oh, he's passed it out of play. So throw into Denmark. So, big header forward by Stones. Big dive and header forward. Oh, Trippier can't quite keep that in. I'm watching you from a rusty little shack in the slums of Mumbai. Mumbai, that's in India. And yeah, so who do you want to win the Euros? 17 minutes can change the world if Lady Luck just puts by. Ethan, what did you bet on in the end? Did you bet on like a score or just Denmark to win? How was that free kick? Bowen gets called up for it didn't look like a foul. There's nothing in that. But Denmark get the free kick. Anybody but England, fair enough. It probably will be anybody but England. Denmark all the way. There's a shot. It's not powerful enough. Pickford collects it. Gallagher can't quite get the 1-2 with who was it? Bellingham, I think. Not sure. Based on these two performances, England definitely won't win it anyway. So yeah, he does well to win a goal kick there. That's actually what I thought. I thought if we got to the final, we'd win it, but I just don't think we'll get to the final. I actually said this before the tournament kicked off, is how I think it'll happen. I see him getting knocked out in the quarterfinal, to be honest with you. Um, but yeah, nothing changes. England in international competitions, that's just the way it is. So I don't speak Danish, Anna, unfortunately. Højbjerg Komsar. Has Højbjerg scored? Germany in the quarters. What, like the last one? I think Germany have been the most consistent team. Oh, Watkins. Doesn't quite keep that in. Yeah, I was saying earlier on in this stream, Germany have definitely been like the most convincing team so far. But I just don't know if they've got what it takes to go all the way. But the likes of France, England, the favourites have just not looked very good at all. So it really could go any way. Okay, Højbjerg must score a goal. Right, 11 minutes left. So England with a free kick here. Eza just gets taken out by Højbjerg. Nothing major. So Kyle Walker now out to Bowen on the right. Yeah. Back to Walker. Back to Stones. Is that more Danish or I'm going to be honest with you. England are only one of the favourites in England. The rest of the world sees Germany and France as front runners. Um, that could be true, but anytime I look on like betting websites or anything, they are favourites with the bookies. So, and I don't use English sites for that. I think I forget to breathe. Please breathe, Anna. At the end of the day, it's just a game of football. Now, Gehi, all the players are inside the Danish half at the moment. All right, big ball over the top here, looking for Watkins just behind him. Denmark deal with it. Bellingham picks it up though. Out to Bowen now. Oh, he's tried to feed that into Watkins, but it's cleared. So there's going to be more substitutions here for Denmark. It's a double change, and it's again I can't read the shirt. What it says on the shirt. So Ericsson is coming off, and the goal scorer as well, Christensen, is coming off by the looks of it. Oh no, Hulmand was the goal scorer. It's Hulmand who's coming off. It's a great goal he scored. Fantastic goal. And Norgard and Skov Olsen are coming on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. I'm not actually in England and I don't use English websites for my betting. But, it could be just this side of the world. It's possible. So Denmark trying to come down this right hand side. Little back heel, but England deal with it. Oh no, England have not dealt with it. That is brilliant defending there by Gehi. After me saying he looked pretty poor in the first half, he's got back there, and that's a poor back pass. Back pass from Rice to Gehi. He's then caught in possession, but he does well to recover and get back. So it's a corner to Denmark. Right hand side, it's going to be an in swinger. So cross comes in. Ooh, it's a chance. I don't know what's happened there, but he's. Is it? Is it Christensen? Yeah, the first player's missed the header. Paulson's missed the header. It's come to Christensen. He's just not expected it. It's gone straight up and over the bar. Oh, and England giving the ball away again. Here we go. Shot. Oh, Højbjerg, you nearly called that one, Anna. That was a good shot. It's just wide. England poor again, just giving the ball away. And then and Pickford's just planted. If that's on target, Pickford ain't getting that. I think I need to breathe now. So Pickford with the goal kick. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of that sort of stuff. There always is when it comes to England and competitions. just all that conspiracy and shit when it comes to England. I don't get involved in it. If I think if you're going to win these competitions, you need to win the competition. You go in there thinking you're going to win every game. There's no point in playing for a draw here or there to get a fair. At the end of the day, to be the winner, you have to be able to beat all the teams in this competition anyway. But yeah, I bet you when I go through social media tomorrow, I'll be seeing something just like what you've said. Southgate's thinking about finishing second because there's going to be it means instead of having Germany in the semi final, you'd have like Croatia or I don't know some load of rubbish. You're definitely thinking right there. 2 games in, Gareth knows who's finishing where. I can see the headlines in your papers now. Yeah. England. How has England still got possession? It is Gallagher. He's pulled to the floor there. It's a yellow card as well for Norgard. So yeah, 3.5 minutes left. Bowen tries to dribble around players and just falls over as the ball taken off him. Bad Denmark plays 1-1 in 2 games in a row. It's not over yet, Anna. It's not over yet. But yeah, like the thing is, you could definitely win this game. That's the thing. Like Denmark, you've definitely had the chances, and England have played so bad that if it finishes like this, you'll feel like you should have had a better result. So it's a free kick to England here in the centre circle. So Pickford's going to take it, is he? With Walker, Pickford's going to take it. It's right on the halfway line. I don't think I don't think Gareth Southgate rates anybody. I don't actually think he does anything. I think he's just the face. I don't think he does anything. I think he relies on his staff and everything to like tell him what to do because he seems to do what social media tells him to do, like playing Trent in midfield. That's something I've been saying for Liverpool. I've been wanting Liverpool to do that with Trent for a long time, test him out in midfield. So I think Gareth Southgate's caught wind of people saying that could happen, and he's just gone and tried to do it. You know, I honestly think he goes into Facebook comment sections and see what fans say, and then goes and tries to implement that. I really do. But yeah, how Palmer isn't starting, I don't know. Why Kane is starting, I don't know. I mean, he scored that goal today, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, no, that's why he's on the pitch." I mean, come off it. Anybody could have scored that goal. Anybody in that position scores that goal. But I'm all for anything. Like if he brings on, isn't it something with England having lost to Iceland? Yeah, they lost to Iceland in the 2016 World Cup. I think it was in like the round of 16. Got knocked out by Iceland, and then we had a friendly with Iceland as well just before this tournament, and we lost that as well. Just don't seem to be able to beat Iceland. Oh, Eze was pulled over there. The fact that you guys didn't let him go after the last World Cup baffles me. Yeah, well, I when he was appointed, I didn't think he should have been manager. What has he done? He got Middlesbrough relegated, is what he done as a manager. That's pretty much the height of it for Gareth Southgate. He's just an FA yes man, is what he is, and he just does what they tell him to do, and that's pretty much the height of it. That's why the likes of Maguire and Henderson and Kane are always in the squad. Only there's been so much pressure on him to get rid of some of them. He's had to do that now. Shouldn't be possible. They can't play in Iceland at all. Well, that's it. Like, I mean, I thought there was only like 20 people in Iceland. So how did they manage to get 11 players for a football team? But yeah, England lost twice to Iceland. The last two times we played them, we've lost to them, I think. So that's a free kick to England again, sort of around the halfway line. I don't know what they're doing. Trippier and Walker are stood over it. Pickford's over it. I don't know. They're just going to launch this into the penalty area. There's a minute and a half left. Ball is launched forward. It's over everybody. Denmark clear it. Trippier picks it up. Goes back to Pickford again. Big ball launched out again. And it's headed away by Denmark again. Conor Gallagher's in there. Denmark do well to keep hold of the ball. And they're going to come away with it. That's easy. That's it. Like, the only thing is, Maguire has always been solid in an England shirt. He's been terrible for United, but he's always been quite solid for England. But he definitely shouldn't have been going to this tournament, not based off recent performances, not compared to what else is there. Like if he was going, that's clear signs of favouritism. Um, and you know you can't be doing that. And Gehi has actually been one of England's standout players so far. Eza on the left here, cuts inside. Bowen can't get onto that. It's fallen out as far as Stones now. You have to do something now, guys. It's 10 seconds left. Unlucky, mate. GG. 2 points dropped for Denmark, though. Yeah, that's it. Full time. that was that was a terrible, terrible game. That was. I mean, why are the England players all like lying on the floor or crouched down like they've? I don't know. They look wrecked. That's disgusting. That is from England. Um, yeah, well, 2 points dropped, like Dixit said, for Denmark and England. Um, but still, I reckon they're the two teams that'll be going through from this group. So, and yeah, that's the way it finishes. It finishes 1-1. And yeah, it's terrible, terrible performance from England. Looked vibrant for 20 minutes, scored the goal, and then just stopped and then literally walked around the pitch. Denmark came out and got an unbelievable goal. Fantastic goal by Hjulmand. And yeah, that's just the way it happens. But yeah, England still top of the group. Denmark in second, I believe. They'll probably show that in a few minutes, the table as it is. But England lacking energy. Denmark really should have took us there. Really should have been winning that game. Didn't. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. And also, if you like the content, consider subscribing as well. Makes a massive difference. Slowly getting there with subscribers. And yeah, thanks to you guys getting in the chat. Anna, Ethan, Dick Shirt. Thank you very much. It's been nice having a chat with you all. So the poll finished. I'm going to finish that now. 57% for Denmark to win, 14% for a draw. and 29% for an England win. 14% of you were correct. The rest of you were all wrong. So I'll finish that off. So yeah, thanks guys ever so much. I really appreciate it. And like I said, if you haven't already, please leave a like on the video, hit that subscribe button. I'll be live again for the next England game, and I might do another stream beforehand, possibly the Czech game on Saturday. Thank you for letting me be here. Now everything went down here at home. Good evening from Denmark. No, thank you for tuning in, Anna. It was really pleasant to have a chat with you. Someone from Denmark as well. You know, it gives a bit of conflict in the chat, shall we say? So it's yeah, it's been wonderful. So thank you, and yeah, I'll be live for the England game, England Slovenia. I think that's. Oh no, I don't even know when that is. I think that's Tuesday. And oh, thank you, Ethan, as well. Yeah, have a good evening, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'll be live for England versus Slovenia, and then possibly one in between that. And don't forget to stay tuned. I'll be doing the Liverpool news roundup as well over the next coming days. Everything that's happened with Liverpool. We've actually got an official first interview from Arne Slot, the new manager. So that'll be talked about, no doubt. I'll have to actually go and watch it. I haven't watched it yet. So yeah, yeah, England poor, Denmark should have won the game, didn't. So just as poor. I don't know. They were probably slightly better. Probably deserved more out of the game. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Thanks again. And yeah, it's an England game. I can't really say up the fucking Reds, so I don't know how to finish it other than see you later. See you in the next one.